Midi edi akusi anyanta chiwa anochi. Misrao iye ntwa ye husima. Made of me mo akwa ba afi na adu afidi ato ha. Teacher mo enne ye ne Madam Sabina Koba Dosu ena ebonkomo. She was the winner for Ghana Teacher Prize 2019. Ai ono na enne ene ne bonkomo with teacher muso.
Abre.
What bre? Ura training college na bibia you okay? You came out as o first station hefa.
That's it. I'm say me training college no. De bia me hwe say ade bia sane na me pese wo ye ne nema. Na oye no.
You propose but he disposes.
We say we choose PTC. And then beto SDA College of Education. Me Methodist ne. And me call SDA College of Education. And see me run institution no na me say ma ba SDA for institution. Na area se no se ukopie institution na mmra e wo ha. Odi mmra no so a wonu obi a enyase. Nti se ne yede nyame so matete me no na makoto eye institution e tse na ese me so me nyame so mo so eyi nti nyuma bia no mo ye bia na me omo na ye bi yakopon ba ko na yes so mo nti se ne me da me ho adi wo eye college no mo emma enkofo bebre no mo nim se me ye Adventist enya o ma no mo ben me a o mo nim se me ye Methodist na do na nim se me Adventist because I was able to move with them freely. You see, ye woman na ye do final year. Never say ye student leadership. And see, in our class, no, we were almost 332. As at that time, we were the first diplomats, batch of the diplomats. And see, it do say leadership. Many lady back was the whole class, in time, no, and none is age, no, yes, and see, it do say, no, say, maybe I call for women's college prefects. I'm here, sending penny for not crack it to her. I call for this position, but Uncle Ponjamichi, we go through all the vetting, and in another custom say, vetting at the teacher's level, no, I'm a call. The only thing I was thinking of saying, maybe some so your Adventists now. But you realize that most of these institutions, religious institutions, you know, when they want, because they want to sustain their values and the rest, and that top positions, you know, they reserve it for those people. But I wasn't asked. After the vetting, I was called back. So when I was called back to come to face the panel, I was like, are they going to ask me this? So when I went, they asked me of my GPA, and then I told them, and then I came back. And after everything, I won the election as a senior college women's prefect, and then I became the vice president of the SLC. So during our time, we decided that we want to have a disciplinary committee of the institution at the student level, because we realized some of the students were just misbehaving. And it's as teachers coming out, at least we have to check ourselves in the college before coming out. See, we're having the teachers level, and anytime the recalcitrant students, they are just being sanctioned, external suspension, internal. So we realized that no, taking administration, some of these things needs to be curtailed. So we proposed for disciplinary committee for the students level. I and then my team, the SRC president. And lo and behold, the administration agreed on it. And when we made the proposal, they appointed me as the chairperson of the committee. And it's it was quite very, I wouldn't know how to say it, but na heading. We said the first issue I na omuye my own mates. They were my campaign managers.
Hey.
6 men.
Hey.
And I'm falling into the trap. So, vice principal of academics, Pastor Kwameji. By Sabina, come. So I went on Kofobi. On my say movie actually me jacket cinema. So I have to look for the people and then see how best we can handle the issue. But because I'm their friends, they came to tell me, hey Sabi, I say you ma Pastor Kwame Diabechi. And see, or can't someone not share. I know the people already. And see, I said to the team, say, young colleague or more over. It was that day.
It was very challenging.
It was very challenging and very tough because knowing your own colleagues, and then people who even campaign for you to win your election, it was not easy. But I just pray to God that God just directs me to do whatever I want to do, so that the aim of establishing this committee, this disciplinary committee, will be fulfilled.
Sure.
So we met. When they came to face the panel, they felt that their friend is the chairperson, but when they got there, they saw that it was a hot room,
different person.
thing altogether. And it's so interesting that when we finish with everything, when you are giving the verdicts, the principal, all the school administration, they will be there for the student body.
Hey.
So it's like I saw that as a test of time to ensure that the committee will be allowed to stay. So after everything, I told them that they are guilty of whatever they did. They shouldn't have done that. After all, social gathering also compulsory as far as the institution is concerned. So why were they arguing in their dormitories? So to bring the punishment down, we suggested that we give them internal suspension for 2 weeks with hard labor.
So you made a great impact in your school.
Sure.
Was St. Dominic Roman Catholic School your first station?
No. My first station was St. Anthony. St. Anthony Catholic School. It's in the same as Akutia. That was
so how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for 15 years.
15? Oh. Science?
Yes. When I came out, I was teaching agri science at first. Agri science and RME. And then I shifted to the science. You are impacting. Science now.
You couldn't become a doctor, but you are training many doctors.
Yes.
Middle for half an hour, do a video to her teacher more. And we are so honored to have on our show the winner for Ghana Teacher Prize 2019.
Okay.
Which project Nema would they call Ghana Teacher Prize?
Okay. When I heard of the Ghana Teacher Prize, actually, when I was 5 years in the service, I said to myself that this is the field I've come. So whatever good thing the teaching profession has for me, I have to get it. So after 5 years, I actually wrote for the teacher prize. By that time, it was the national best teacher. So I went through the interview and then I couldn't make it to the national. So I went back and then continued with the work I was doing. Actually, when I listened to the criteria for the Ghana Teacher Prize, you're supposed to give your story, how you go about doing your work, the impact you make in the society, and the impact you make in the children as well, and then the school you find yourself as a whole. So looking at those things, I realized that no, I'm good to go.
Sure.
Because when I was posted to St. Anthony School, that was a double stream school made of almost 12 teachers. And when I came out 2007, that was my first place that I was sent to. And meeting the staff, I saw that most of them were the elderly. I was the youngest among them. And then the headmaster by then, Mr. Anthony Che, the man also motivated me enough. He encouraged me as a young teacher. So when I got there were some issues in the school. So teachers were coming to school around 8. So I realized that no, it shouldn't happen. For a junior high school, if you want to make results, at least some level of discipline needs to come in. I wouldn't blame the teachers then, because I didn't actually know what they went through before that problem came. So I only wanted to come in as a problem solver so that all of us will work together as a team and achieve our targets. So I decided to set an example myself. I was coming to school early. By 6 I'm in school. So I started with the children, the time they have to come to school, so that if we are good to go, then the teachers can also join us. So they began getting interested, and then when I came, because of the challenge, I was given final year class straight away. That I should handle agri science, and I was like, hey, a newly trained teacher who has come out and they have been given examination. So I just said to myself, I will do my best. So I quickly organized the children. I told them, because I didn't start with Form 1, I'll be meeting them early in the morning. And then the children were happy. So early in the morning they come, and then we started all over. So from that place, the impacts I made there, I was able to bring the teachers all on board. I spoke with the head teacher that whatever has happened, it should be of the past, because he was rather coming to supervise the children to do the work before the teachers come. So when I took over, it's like things were just beginning to take shape. So I spoke to the teachers that we can't work alone. They have to be with us. Whatever has happened, it should be a thing of the past. The children is our focus. And lo and behold, we were working together as a team, and then we achieved it. And that place, it was my target that by the time I leave the school, I should have a student who will be able to do science at a tertiary institution. So when I was given the science, after the time I got there, nobody was interested in science. When you ask the children, how many of you want to pursue science in the secondary school, you wouldn't get anybody. So I decided to work at it, and I found out that it was the interest, how the teaching was done, their interests weren't there at all. So I started bringing the practical things in, and then lo and behold, I was getting some of the children alongside. So the last but one group, that was 2014 year group. I told them, anybody who will be able to make one in science, I'll give 50 Ghana cedis. That's at that time. So that was the motivation I gave to the children. And when they wrote, I think I had 2 of the kids who made a grade 8. And then one went to St. Peter's, and then the girl went to St. Martin's. And they all made one in science. So
100 Ghana.
100 Ghana. And you see, the 2, they were twins.
They were twins?
They were twins. When the mother is a single parent, along the line, I saw that their performance was going down. So I called them. So when I asked them, they told me that their mother has mentioned a secondary school that they will go because she is not financially sound. So that demotivates the kids. So quickly, I told them they shouldn't worry. So I called the mother over and spoke to them. So I used my life as an example to the woman that God can do anything for these children. So you shouldn't discourage them, but we should rather encourage them, because if their results are good, somebody somewhere might see it and help them, just like I was being assisted. So the woman also agreed, and then we started from there. So they made it. And then we have to see some people to see to them, and then they went to secondary school. And they had scholarship along the line. And then they made it.
So are you part of the STEM program?
Yes, please.
In girl child education?
Girl child education, I'm into anything about science. I take part.
So these are some of the
things
projects you submitted.
I submitted, and then the impacts probably I made in the community. Like that school, they were having Sakura Park. I was in charge of agri and compound, and we decided to grass the whole field, and
you did.
Now it's not green. So we did it. So looking at the impacts we made, and surprisingly, the day I was awarded, that boy was in tech. He was doing biological science. He has even completed. That boy was there, and he was so happy to see me.
So what was the feeling like?
The feeling, very great. Very, very great. It's like looking at my age, the the number of years I've been in the
yeah.
service for me to receive such an award, it was just a great. And I saw it to be as a motivation to the young teachers
Sure.
coming as well.
Sure.
Because
Sure.
it's not an
Have
easy
you been
thing.
given your prize package?
Yes, please. That very day I was given. That particular package was sponsored by SIC Life. So that particular day I was given a check of 180,000 Ghana cedis for worth of the 3-bedroom house. It's in my hometown. I dedicated it to my parents. For the I'm almost done with the internal fittings. So it's
apart from a dino, DBM now what's in the abroad?
Oh, I would say I was also moved to automatic promotion to assistant director too. Actually, that is from the side of the government as well. And I would say that I've gotten a lot of exposure as a national best teacher.
What's next for Sabina?
Oh, my next thing is actually I'm embarking on a project. That's I want to put up a science laboratory for all the basic schools in Akwetia.
Okay.
For
all the basic schools.
All the basic schools. That is a common center.
Okay.
They will have STEM activities at the place. Actually, the 2020 during the COVID era, my school, that is the current school I'm in, St. Dominic RC Basic School, was one of the schools that was chosen to be sent with the B-STEM materials. So we went for training in Kumasi, Opokuwari, and then my school was supplied with this thing. So as for my school, as for science, don't go there. Yes, we are just good to go. Last year, B slide, all my kids had one.
In science?
Yes, we presented 30 students in all of them. And that has been my target. When I started teaching, I want to get to a point where all the students will be able to make one with a rare understanding in the science. So the materials I used, I communicated with my headmistress, Reverend Sister Victoria Jesse. And then she gave me the permission that I can use the equipment to facilitate science in the district. So 2020 year group, I combed through the whole district, all the villages. I spoke with my district director, and then he offered the district's car with a driver to take through the science, the basic BEC candidates through the science practical. And then I did that. And when the results came, that year, because of the COVID pandemic, the core subjects, all the things dropped, but science shoot up. In the whole Eastern region, our districts were second in science, and then my school was first in science. So it's something that so I was looking at it, if you have a common center, probably if I can train the teachers, they help to assist the students.
Sure, it makes the work easier.
So currently, the place has been roofed, plastered, and then I have this Akwetia Development Association who are also supporting the whole project to come to fruition. And then that is what I can do to help the community as well. At least they have done so much for me.
What about Global Teacher Prize?
Global Teacher Prize. I wish to go. I want to organize myself, looking at the things that goes in. I've been following to get a lot of stuff and then move ahead.
You get there.
Yes.
And we are here to support you.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
once
you.
again.
Thank you.
What do you have to say to your fellow teachers out there, students and viewers?
My fellow teachers, I will say that all that they have to know is that the work we do is a gift from God. If it is not a gift from God, then you do it anyhow. But if you are ordained to be a teacher, then you go with all your heart out. And what I want them to know is that the children we are nurturing today, we wouldn't know where they will be. So whatever we need to do to help the children, whether they have or they don't have, we should do to bring them up. We wouldn't know where we will meet them and then where they will be of assistance to us.
Say thank you to your favorite teachers.
My favorite teachers.
You can mention their names. Those who impacted.
Oh, I will mention the teachers that handle me from the basic level, from Tepa Methodist Primary, Tepa JSSB, and then Tepa SHS, the secondary school there. I thank them very much. And then I also want to acknowledge my regional science coordinator. He is now at the headquarters, Mr. Kwache George. Actually, he really motivated me a lot. He just told Sabina, you have the staff, you can go for Ghana Teacher Prize. And gradually, yes, I was able to win. So I appreciate all the motivations that Mr. George gave me. And then my headmistress, Reverend Sister Victoria JC, she is really a mother, an administrator. And all the things, when the team came to the school from National Teaching Council, they saw that they were just a public school and these things are good. She was just on point.
Public school.
So she did so well to support her daughter, Sabina, to get this prestigious award. And I would never forget this woman, what she has done for me to win, because administratively, it was part. And then, last one, I want to say that the Ghana Teacher Prize, all teachers, we should get involved. If all of us get involved, we will actually know what we are expected to do as teachers. Gone are the days, like I heard some, that award the way they all call, now say, you will not be given. When I narrated, you see my background? I don't know anyone.
You don't know anyone.
But Nyame and Shadie, I've been able to crown. So all that I want to say is that all those genuinely who are doing the work should make the move. And I will say that the criteria and everything that is being done, I will say is fair. Once you win, you get it.
Sure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
For gracing our show. And then one may who say in Tokoso, determination, itimi, Emma, Udru baby, Upese Udru Abrabum. Thank you very much. You are such an inspiration. Midofo, Empaba. And ne Sabi. And I'll bomb for Sabi.
Oh, your friend Sabi. The students, I'm from Madam Sabi.
And then the story, Mijidi say, I inspire. Michelle, I has of folk almost a day. Never say die until the bones are rotting. When you so be a buenichi, but the woman, Yafa, Yanton Koso, and Kwan Yawadi. Medase, send ne Ojebre, a shade teacher mo. Midin the Akusian Yantech wa anochi. Mr. Facebook, a teacher mo. Uko Instagrammer, a teacher_mo. Uko YouTuber, Documented Africa TV. The videos na eguho. Ubi na inspire. Dasene, your best share. Bye bye.
If you can read me, you can understand me, thank a teacher. We wouldn't be where we are without a teacher, right from nursery to the tertiary level. Thank a teacher.
The teacher teaches them all. Teachers mold our minds and shape our future. If you can read, thanks to a teacher. If you can write, thanks to a teacher. Teacher, mo, teacher, you all I don't have. Teacher, mo, teacher, mo. Teacher, mo, teacher, you all I don't have. Teacher, mo, teacher, mo. So yeah, teacher, Koba fe doctor, teacher. Is a nice commercial, the teacher. Teacher mo, so by a judge, a teacher. Koba fe pilot, a teacher. Is a news commercial, the teacher. Teacher mo, teacher mo, teacher mo, teacher mo, teacher mo, teacher mo,
da me di me ma wa mo